Hi everybody, we're here, we're doing it, it's happening. Hi, the hair is big today. The hair is big because we're celebrating. New collection for DL Eyewear dropping momentarily in half an hour on thisisdl.com. Oh my gosh, there's so many people on here and now I'm getting anxious. So I thought here, eyewear is a very tricky thing, and buying it is even trickier, especially buying it when you can't try it on. So I thought, why not walk you through everything? I'll walk you through the entire collection if we can get to it in 29 minutes. So, welcome everybody. Welcome new people. So yeah, we have 4 new styles that are premiering today, which is very exciting. We've spent a very long time working on these and perfecting them and honing them. And soon they will be yours. I'm going to start with the Highland, which is the frame that I'm wearing right now. And the reason I'm starting with the Highland was because this is a frame that was created for the look that I wore to the Emmys. And at first we didn't know that we were going to put it into production. We just wanted something a little bit more simple, but in a dark tortoise, something a little bit more angular. And this came to be. I wore it on the Emmys. It brought me some luck. And we thought, let's put it into production and let's sell them. Let's sell these puppies because they're so good. We were so surprised by the shape. Usually you have to sample things a lot. You have to go back and forth on the design. And these came in and almost instantly we knew they were going to work. Hi everybody from all over the world. So these, as you can tell, this is what we call this is a cola tortoise because it looks like Coca-Cola and ice, if you see it up close. Sorry, my frames are dirty. And it's just a very practical frame for every day, which is ultimately what we try to do with every frame that we make. But sometimes they're not for every day. Sometimes they're for a special occasion. So these come in a tortoise. And then they come in a smoke, which draws a little less attention to the frame, and in my case, a lot more attention to the bag under my eye, but we won't talk about that. So this is, the style is Highland, and this is Highland in the smoke. You just saw it on me in the Cola Tort. Smoke, everybody. Very nice. It has just a tiny gray tinge to it. You are now going to see Highland in tobacco, which is a slightly transparent dark brown color, offers a similar vibe to the tortoise, but just doesn't have any texture to it. I wear this frame all the time. And so that is tobacco, everybody. Here we are. This is so weird, but you know what? Fuck it. Tobacco. And last but not least, we have it in a classic black, which I believe is, should be a staple in any collection. You need your black pair. So this is just in a lacquered black. You can see the shape really clearly in the black too. And it's a nice size frame. It's not too small. It's not too big. It flatters most faces. And that is the Highland. And now I'm going to show you it in the sunglass because I think it's always important to offer it in a sunglass as well. So here we have the Tort in a sunglass. This actually kind of has a really nice kind of gray-green lens to it, which is nice for maximum coverage. I'm going to show you in the black, which comes in kind of like a deeper, I'm going to go with a Merlot, but I'm sure there's another name for it on the site. But essentially, it just has a little bit of a redder tint to it. Very cool. But you can see now that they offer 2 very different things. This is a different vibe, obviously, than the Tort. Get it? See where I'm going with this? I'm so glad that so many of you are here. So that's the black. We're moving into the smoke in the Highland frame. I love this pair so much. I love that the transparency on the acetate almost makes it look like the lenses are floating. This is it feels like a very California vibe. It has a bit of an edge to it. And yet it's totally versatile. You could wear it with anything. I wear it in the morning to walk my dog. I wear them at night if I'm going out. And then last but not least, we didn't do the tobacco, which, as you remember, is the dark brown, transparent brown color. We didn't do tobacco in a sunglass because we felt like the tortoise was offering you the same kind of vibe. So we switched it up a bit and did it in what we call a camel frame, which is a slightly lighter version of the tobacco, which I absolutely love. And as you can see, it's just a little bit of a brighter brown. It's warmer, it's lighter. And that, my friends, is our Highland frame. And you're all still with me, which is surprising and wonderful. So now I'm going to move on to a slightly more statement frame, which is the McPherson. And this is a frame that we created for high impact glamour. And this is something. It's a huge square frame. A lot of the feedback that we got from earlier collections was to make bigger frames, frames with bigger coverage. So we did. We listened to you and we came out with this, which is like, at one time, like in one breath, it's like a 70s Italian situation. And then on the flip side of it, it's also like, are we in Beverly Hills? I don't know. But the good kind of Beverly Hills, not the bad kind. But again, it was like a nod to like classic 70s Italian glamour. And this is the black. It comes in a gradient sunglass lens. 'Cause why not? And then it also comes in an antique tortoise, which is great. You can see it. We did a brown on brown situation. Hi, everybody who's coming in. Anyway, they are a lot of fun and they provide a lot of coverage. So if you're looking for like an intensely coverageable sunglass this spring, summer, now that the sun's coming out, these are such a great option. And we didn't want to make them too trend driven. Like we didn't want to do a ton of colors. We really wanted to keep it simple so that if you were going to make the choice to wear like a slightly bigger frame, you weren't doubling down on like size and color. At least that's how I like to sort of, pick and choose your battles. This is the same frame in a vintage rose. And so, as you can see, also a totally different vibe. But now that I'm seeing myself, I'm very into it. There we have it. And again, with, you can see a gradient kind of lens on that, which I think is just really, really kind of timeless and cool. So now we offer the McPherson frame in an optical as well, if you so dare. And yes, this is a vibe. It's fun. It's high impact. If you're looking for that statement frame, these are absolutely them. And again, there's a lot of people who had larger faces, who had larger skulls, who needed a larger shape. So if this isn't an answer to your questions and to your prayers, then I don't really know what is. I love these. So this is the offering in a shellacked black. And then we do it in an antique tort as well. So you have the ability to make a little bit less of a statement if you didn't want to go full black frame. And again, we are only offering 4 frames right now in this new collection. There may or may not be a couple more coming down the road. But it's because we spend a really long time designing these frames, testing them out, making sure that they work, that they feel in line with the collection we're putting together, that they're interchangeable, that people who are starting to collect DL, this would feel like a welcome addition to their collection. Someone's asking, what's the website? The website is thisisdl.com. It will open up in 20 minutes. We have a ton of frames that we are dropping today, so hopefully you can get some. I know that it's been tricky in the past to grab them because they tend to sell out quite quickly. McPherson, everybody. McPherson optical sunglass. What a delight for the summer, you know? Once that sun comes out, you're going to want those honkers just to keep the sun out. Now, I'm going to go with another more classic frame. This is the Roxborough. And as you can see, it offers a similar kind of vibe to what we were doing with the Highland frame, except this has a rounded base to the frame and a slightly more squared off top half. So I'll do it up close so you can see. This is one of my favorite new frames that we've designed, although I love them all. And again, this is in an antique tortoise. I loved this acetate the minute I saw it. It's really warm. It gives you some texture without feeling like to look at me. And again, this is a slightly larger frame from the Highland. I'm going to do a comparison so you can see. This is the larger frame. And then I'm putting Highland back on so you can see. It's a little bit more sculpted, a little bit more squared. Things are falling all over the place. So Roxborough, slightly bigger frame, a little bit more of a statement, but still an everyday frame. I throw these on all the time. So we have an antique tortoise. And then it also comes in black, which I love. I love the shape in it. I love what it's doing. I think, again, you can wear it oversized if you have a smaller face. And if you have a larger face, I'm hoping that these will help you. I have a kind of a smaller face, so you can see the way they fit on my head. They fit slightly oversized. And then again, so we have the black, we have the antique tortoise, and then we offer them now in a camel, which I love as well, which is just a really interesting and unexpected spin on like a brown acetate. I thought they were really interesting. And yeah, so you can see what's going on here. A light golden honey brown. We call it a camel. And then I'll show it to you in sunglass. This is the camel now in sunglass, which is great. Slightly bigger, again, than the Highland. Saying something a little bit different. But I love the camel with the dark gray-green sunglass lens in there. I think it's so cool. And again, all I want with these collections is for people to build their own collection and be able to interchange these glasses for any time of day. I want you to be able to wear them anytime you want. You can wear this with a great suit and look amazing. You can wear them with shorts and a t-shirt in the morning and look just as great. There's a lot of versatility in how these are designed. And yeah, so that's the camel in the Roxborough sunglass. And again, for those of you who are wondering, I am from Toronto. I see a couple Torontonians on here, and I've named them all after streets in my hometown. This is the black. You can see we've done kind of like an ambery, browny gray lens. Catches the light. It's pretty full on in terms of the depth of the darkness of the lens. It's not as sort of translucent as some of the other, or transparent as some of the other lenses we have. Again, classic. You cannot go wrong with a black pair of sunglasses. Go with everything. Because I'm going to show you some things that are not a black pair of sunglasses coming up very soon. This is the antique. I feel like I'm on QVC, which antique tortoise, which I love. Again, similar shape, slightly different vibe. Each of these different sort of iterations of the sunglass are offering a slightly different perspective. So there we have it. There's the tortoise. The lens is like a gray-green again, a really kind of classic sunglass lens. We didn't want to go too crazy on these. We wanted them to be really, again, really versatile and fun. And again, for those of you that don't know, the name is sort of inscribed in the inside. I don't know if you could see it. Is in the inside. And then our company's motto, which is "See with Love," is inscribed on the other hand. So you get to wear these frames and carry with you our motto, which is to see with love, which is something we should all be doing, which is something we should all be doing more of, to be perfectly honest. Okay, now I am going to leave you, well, not leave you because we have about 12 minutes left, with our last frame, which is a very fun frame that I spent a long time trying to figure out the best version of, because you've seen them all around. It's a bold frame, but I also wanted it to feel, again, kind of timeless. Of course, you're going to see these in a couple colorways that are obviously not totally timeless. But I think if you're going to have fun, why not go with a shape that has lasted over the course of the past few decades? This shape, which we have called the Walker, is a square frame. It's very fun. It's saying something none of the other frames are saying. It's slightly more fashion forward. Again, this is camel with a blue sunglass lens in it. And I love it so much. It's a frame that we've seen pop up in the 60s. It's a frame we've seen pop up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and now with this 90s revival happening right now, they're back. So this is my favorite version of these more rectangular frames that we're seeing more of. That was the camel with a blue lens in it. This is a color that we're calling mascarpone. I'm sorry for anyone who's Italian, but I'm doing my best. How great are these? It's just a little kind of creamy, smoked out, polished color. We did it with like a gray lens. I like to, when I wear them, I tend to go simple. So like I'd wear just all black with these or with the camel. Mascarpone. I don't know. It's been a long day. Here they are in rain with a kind of, It's kind of like a purpley lens to it. These are a nod to the 90s, obviously. Some people, I think, are just wearing these frames not even knowing that this is a 90s reference. But you can see that it has a very light blue acetate that we've chosen to complement the kind of purpley pink red lens in there. This is a very popular style among my friends. And last but not least, this is the Walker in what we call Blue Stardust. And the reason we call it Blue Stardust is because if you see up close, I don't want you to go up my nose, but if you see up close, see how there's some sparkle to that? So it's a blue, light pale blue acetate with a silver glitter. Because if you're going to make a statement, why not make a fucking statement? Do you know what I mean? Sorry for the language, friends. It's Friday. So this is the Walker, everybody. It is the last of our 4 frames that will be dropping today. And the boldest, I would say, of the 4 frames that are dropping today. And again, long time coming. A lot of thought went into these. Hopefully you have found a pair or a couple pair that you love. Hopefully you can find them when the collection drops in approximately 8 minutes on thisisdl.com, thisisdl.com. And yeah, it's always fun for us to drop these frames because we make them obviously for ourselves, but we also make them with your feedback in mind and with all of you in mind. So, you know, does anybody have any questions? Is there anything that you would like to see again? They are available internationally. And, you know, that's sort of what it is. Grow my beard. These glasses are making my beard look good, apparently. So yeah, I'm going to circle back to, why not try a few more on that I've already tried on, but, I'll try them on again. So again, this is the Highland frame. Highland. Okay. This is what it looks like in a sunglass. Highland in a sunglass. This is the McPherson frame. This is the McPherson frame in a sunglass. This is the Roxborough. This is the Roxborough in a sunglass. Hold on, I'm getting a question. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, yeah, so people are wondering about prescription. This is a question that I've had for a very long time. We don't put prescription in the frames, but it's very easy to buy the frames and then walk them to your optometrist or to a local lens crafters or, you know, anywhere that puts prescription lenses into glasses and get them to do it. And you'll end up paying them only just to put the prescription in. So it's very easy. You don't have to worry about, you know, because we don't offer prescription doesn't mean that you can't buy them. You just buy them and then take them somewhere to get prescribed. Very easy process. You can look it up, figure out where is a local glasses place near you. Oh, and the restock. So we have some white halls in the restock. We have some rose in the restock. And we have some, what is the last one, I wonder? Oh my gosh. I think it's in the mailer. It might be a Beaumont. Anyway, we do have a ton of our best-selling frames coming back in a restock as well. So not only will you have these 4 new styles, but you will have restock. Restock is here. Restock is here. It is Beaumont. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for answering my question. I should be the one that knows this, but you know what? The brain can only handle so much. So that's that. And I really hope you all enjoy them, because we enjoyed making them for all of you. And thank you all for supporting this very small brand over the past 6 months since we relaunched in August. Thank you for buying the frames that have allowed us to donate $25,000 to LISC in 6 months. That's an incredible thing. And yeah, we just really appreciate all the support and encouragement from all of you. And thanks for getting on here to watch me play dress up with some glasses. So I kind of feel like I should give you a minute to then switch over to thisisdl.com and get ready for that drop. And hopefully you all get the frames that you want. And if not, I can guarantee you that there will be some restocks coming soon. So thank you all for your time, everybody. Thank you for supporting DL Eyewear. And good luck in the next 2 minutes. Hope you all get what you wanted. Thanks, everybody. Bye.